Oh, wow. It is beautiful out here. Daily vibration. I'm going to wait and see if my secret admirer joins me today because I noticed that they were in my private class again yesterday. So, welcome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune into today's daily vibration. My name is Kamoy. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So, now, my lovelies, do you see the sun? Do you see the sun? The sun is just I feel so good. Okay, so welcome. I do have my admirer in here. I told you guys I was waiting for that. Okay, so my admirer is back. They are definitely getting first preview. Okay, welcome my admirer. So today we're doing a daily vibration for May 3rd, 2020, and we are vibrating my loves on the number 3 today. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about some things. You guys know how I start off these daily vibrations every day. I start off the daily vibrations every day talking about your intuition and why your intuition is important because your intuition is connected to your opportunities. Your opportunities. I'm sorry, if you can pay attention to your intuition, you can be connected to the opportunities that are always readily available to you. Okay, all of the possibilities, all of the opportunities, they're available to you if you are being able to use your intuition. Okay, now, with that being said, my lovelies, okay, so today we are also vibrating with clairvoyance in the atmosphere, as well as, some people may even feel like their psychic ability is on point today. So we're vibrating definitely on tapping into your clairvoyance, tapping into that omnipresence that lives within you, that all knowing that lives within you, okay? Today, also, the number 3 vibrates on being brave, okay, as well as I want to say, growth, okay, being able to take the steps that you need when you need to, even though you're afraid sometimes. And today is also vibrating and talking up and communicating your wants, your needs, your desire, your frustration. So use today to maybe not just communicate to others, but try communicating to yourself about some things that you may need to adjust, to embrace, to let go. Okay, however that fits your boat. Okay, or however that applies to your situation, you want to apply that accordingly. Okay, now on the lower vibrational end of the number 3 today, my love, you do have to pay attention to the mood swing energy in the air. You want to pay attention to the energy where lack of focus can be created, as well as I want to say complaining energy. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of complaining energy in the atmosphere today, not to mention mania and obsessive energy today. Okay, so just be mindful of that. That energy is there. And remember, you can't be happy and sad at the same time. You're going to have to choose like which one you want to operate in. Okay, so with that being said, my lovely, let's get into the wisdoms for today. We're going to start off with the earth signs, Taurus. Can I just say something, my admirer? It would be nice if you put a thumbs up on the video, because you're the first one in. First one in should always give a thumbs up, okay? I recognize your presence, honey. Hopefully you're doing your job because I'm doing mine, okay? All right, so Taurus, my love, let's get into this, okay? Taurus, today you got sacral chakra energy popping up, and that is guilt. Okay, sacral energy, guilt is popping up for you today, and it's saying you just want to be mindful of drowning your sorrows in old past shit that you can't do anything about it. There's nobody walking around here that's an angel. There's nobody walking around here that hasn't done some things. There's nobody walking around that doesn't see an aspect of themselves that they want to change, mature, or may even need to embrace and recognize. Like, however that plays out, nobody is the wiser. However, because everybody has to go through that to gain wisdom, right? However, with that being said, the sacral chakra energy deals with relationships. It deals with the change, and it deals with all the emotions. Okay, so you want to pay attention to the changing within your relationships, and you also want to pay attention to the emotions that they may stir up today. Okay, now be mindful. Like I said, your clairvoyance and your psychic ability is on point today. Being able to use your intuition and clearly communicate is going to be point for everyone today. Okay, all right, Capricorns. What you got for Capricorns? For Capricorns, I might have to give my admirer a name, unless you want to type your name in the chat because it's just me and you, right? All right, so Capricorns, you got balance today. Okay, so you want to bring things into balance. All right, maybe your thoughts, your actions. Okay, however that applies, you want to apply it. That also was popping up as third eye chakra energy. And with third eye chakra energy, it deals a lot with perception, or how you perceive things. So you may want to bring your balance of things when it comes to your perception. You want to bring your perception of things into balance, okay? And remember, I think it was yesterday that was, don't take things so personally. Yeah, that might be key for some of you today also, okay? All right, so Virgos, you got joy popping up, my wonderful Virgos. And okay, so joy is a solar plexus card, and solar plexus represents your ego and your will. And it kind of looks like she's just give her hands up, honey. She's just kind of like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna live my best life. I done tried everything that I needed to try. Can't change people, can't make people do what I want to. I'm gonna do me. Now, the sunflower flowers always represent something beautiful to me. Whenever I see sunflowers, I think about the goddess Oshun. Okay, so for those of you that needed that information, maybe that there's some work that you may need to do with the ancient deities that dwells within you. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna go on to. I'm gonna go on to my wonderful fire signs. Okay, and we're gonna start out with my wonderful Leos. Okay, what's the message for Leos today? Is we are vibrating under number 3. Leos, oh, you got prayer. Okay, now, let me just tell you something about this card, okay? You know how they say you can make lemons out of lemonade, or you can make lemonades out of lemon, right? I think that's how I go. You can make lemonades out of lemons, right? But you know what else you can make out of lemons? You can make you a lemon meringue pie. You can make you some lemon shrimp scampi. You can make you some lemon chicken. You can even do some lemon, some lemon crusted vegetables. Honey, you can make a whole meal and a feast out of some lemons, okay? And this code word is prayer, right? Now, you can either pray and know that you've received something, or you can be somebody else's prayer. Figure out which one of the fences you want to lie on, honey, okay? If you take a look at this picture, it's giving you an option here. You're either going to stay in the past and worry about, shit you don't got to, you come over here in peace, honey. Right now, the method to prayer is this, okay? When you've asked for something, you got to come like a child and know that you've received it. You can't keep asking. The more you keep asking the universe for something, that tells the universe that you don't believe you're worthy of it. You don't believe that I'm going to give you this. So it prolongs it from happening. So once you ask for something, you then have to walk in the knowing, or the gnosis, or the awareness that you've already received. Okay. Now, Sagittarius, what's your message for Sagittarius? Okay, this one flipped out. Confusion popped out. Okay, now confusion is a crown chakra card. This is clear communication coming in from source. Now, although she looks like she's alone, don't you see that cloud that's hugging her? That's the whispers. Okay, we talked about this yesterday in my how to trust your intuition class. All right, so come on now, y'all. Okay, you do not have to be confused, because you're gonna have some whispers coming in. For some of you, and you have to know how your nature is. Okay, for some of you, the way that you receive messages may not be the way that the next person receives messages. Okay, so tap in and see how your higher self, or how your guides, or your angels, or the angel of lights come in and communicate with you. Tap in. You can find that information out. And if you don't know how, you can always take my class, and then we can get into it. Okay, all right, Aries, what's your message? I don't know if I did Aries. I think that was Sagittarius, but that's a lot of cards, Aries. You only need one. Isolation popped out for you, and this is a blue card which represents throat chakra. Now, when isolation pops up, if you look at this, like, this suit is ready to go. It's pressed, honey. Okay, now the tag on the floor, you may not be able to read that, but the tag on the floor says imagination. Okay, so there's a difference between hibernation and isolation. Okay, some of us needed to go through that hibernation phase so we can go through in hermit mode and get what we need and learn what we need. Right now, some of us are straight up isolating ourselves because we don't want to be bothered. We want to deal with shit. You want to do shit. So learn exactly where you are, because where you are, if you're not aware, can hinder you. Okay. So throat chakra energy also means, my love, being able to clearly communicate. And we do have clear communication popping up in the atmosphere today, being able to talk, get it out. Okay. Okay, so water sign started off with Pisces. What's the message for Pisces? What is the message for Pisces? Oh, Pisces, you got 3. Oh, okay, Pisces. We're gonna get one card because everybody else got one, Pisces. We're gonna save your extra message for your reading that's coming up next week. Okay. So the one card that's jumping up to is gratitude. So if you have to live in something and sit in an energy, you want to sit in gratitude. Now, this purple card, once again, represents third eye, perception, how you seen things. You can, be impatient and be frustrated and be stressed out because that's in the atmosphere. Mood swings, right? No focus, right? Complaining. You can do that, right? Or you can understand that even when you're in the season of birthing thing, there's still a process, right? Now, pay attention because not only do you have third eye perception grounded by this purple energy here, you also have the root chakra energy, okay, which is your grounding energy, what's on your mind. And then what they're saying, you watch your perception and be grateful for things, okay? Even though, like, just be grateful. Even if you've experienced some fuckery, just be grateful for the lessons that you learned so you don't have to repeat them again, okay? I'm saying, all right? Okay, Cancers, what is the message for Cancers today? What's the message for Cancers? Make it plain. What's the message for Cancers? Make it plain. One card for Cancers. Give me one card for Cancers. I take the top. All right, Cancers, you guys have trickery. And trickery is popping up with the green border, which represents heart chakra. Your heart chakra is responsible for love, compassion, and forgiveness. How you checking in with all of those departments, okay? Trickery, now, for what I do want to say is you also want to grow up here because this is also asking you to mature some, okay? Now, you can go ahead and you can give away your whole acorns that you don't took your time and collected for one giant acorn that may not even be real, that you may not be even able to carry, right? So really, what are you paying attention to right now? Don't be fooled by the things that glitter, because everything that glitters, honey, sometimes it's just gold ass glitter, okay? I'm just going to say that, okay? Maturity is going to be key for you as we are walking through this season, okay? As it is for most of us, okay? Clearly communicate what you want today, Cancers. And I want to say don't do things to get a reaction today, okay? All right, Scorpios, what's your message? Scorpios, what's the message for Scorpios? What's your message for Scorpios? Okay. Oh shit, Scorpio, you got trickery. You may be dealing with a Cancer. This one literally jumped out the deck. So this message I'm just going to extend like this, okay? Everything that glitters is not gold. And you will have to put in the work in order for you to be able to get something, okay? May it be spiritual work, physical work, mental work, emotional work, okay? There's always going to be a planting of something before there is a harvest, okay? You got to put something in the ground before you can see something spoot up. And like I said, you can do some stuff in the spiritual realm and have it return to you in the physical realm. Yes, but you still got to put the work in somewhere. Okay. So be mindful of that. All right. It's grow up season. Don't be tricked. Okay. Don't be tricked. This card deals with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Don't trick yourself out of some shit. Okay. All right. Air signs, starting off with my wonderful Geminis. What you got for Geminis today? What you got for Geminis today? Ooh. Oh. All right, Geminis, you guys have abundance popping up. Okay, abundance is showing up with solar plexus energy. Emotional well-being is required for all of us. However, some people, when you're too emotional, you go with your ego versus your will. The solar plexus is responsible for your ego and your will. Everyone has free will, okay? Now, some of us don't exercise that free will, right? Because you've become and allowed yourself to become, or maybe even unbeknownst to you, you've just allowed too much things to happen where you become emotionally, I want to say, triggered and puppeteered by others. Okay. With that being said, all right, you can figure a way out of how to get things done. All right. By your perception, or you can also choose, or I would say by your spirit, your will, telling you, okay, we can accomplish all of this stuff, right? Because your ego is always going to tell you what you can't and can do. Your ego is going to tell you you're going to have a problem right here. You done lost all your money. You got a problem. Now you got to sit and drink it off, right? But your spirit is going to tell you, okay, I'm going to show you how to get this money that's trapped down here, okay? Now, before you can do that, you need to get into a place where you feel like you are worthy of these things. Some people don't believe that they're worthy of these things. I'm going to tell y'all something right now, okay? As we move into Aquarius energy, okay? It's important for you to understand, my loves, if you don't think you're worthy of a thing, it's not going to come to you. And that's super important for you to understand. If you don't think you're worthy of a thing, it's not coming. You can think about it like this, right? If you know somebody, think of a person that you know don't like you, right? You know this person just don't like you, or you just don't like this person, right? Let's say you just have someone that you just don't like, and you know this person is full of fuckery, and you just don't like this person, right? Would you want to spend any time or give anything or give any energy to that person? Dedicate any time? You wouldn't want to do that, right? So why would the universe want to give or grant something that you're putting out as I don't want, I don't like? Okay. Please understand this is how this works. All right. This is why it's important for you to be able to check how you perceive things, and to check versus if you're operating with your ego versus your will. Your ego is going to give you limits. Your will is going to tell you, okay, let's tap into this intuitive nature so we can bring forth the resolutions, because before they can be problems, there are always solutions. Okay. And a lot of us are just disconnected from the solutions because of what we've been taught systemically. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go on Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius? Ooh. Okay, Aquarius, you have completion. And this is popping up with Sakral chakra energy. Sakral chakra represents emotions, change, and relationships. Okay. Yep, you see she's at the going, it's time to bury some things. That's what it is. Things have come to an end of a cycle. Things are completed. Okay. But if you keep your head too much in the past, you can't see a future. Okay. So the message today is, yeah, there's a saying, let the dead bury the dead, because if the dead is dead, honey, they not worry about burying nobody. So if something is dead and it's in the past, and there should be no reason why you're still dwelling on a past hurt of 5 years if you haven't been with that person for 5 years. There is no reason why this new person should pay for what the old person of 5 years did. That means that there may be some healing that's needed, or some more work for you to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But ownership of that's also important. Okay. So end of a cycle, new things coming forth, season of completion. So walk in it. Okay. All right. Not a bad message. That's Sakral chakra. Sakral chakra deals with relationships, emotions, and the change that's needed. Okay. All right, Libras. What's going on? What you got for Libras? Okay, Libras. Message jumped out. Workaholic. If you spend so much time working, you are not enjoying what you've worked on, what you've worked for. Okay. And this is also a message for some of you, my wonderful Libras, to create it. Right? Paint the picture of what you want work to look like, especially now in this time, because I told y'all it's an even playing field for everyone. So plant yourself, right, in an atmosphere and in an environment where you can create what you really want to experience as far as work is concerned. Okay. Don't allow yourself to bury yourself, I want to say, in either what you're going to do for work, or so much work going on that you're not taking the time to enjoy it. This is a really good time for you to reevaluate what you want to do. What's your life purpose? What should I do for income? And I kind of feel like, to be really honest with you, there's going to be some financial help coming for a lot of people. So as this gets worked out, because a lot of things are happening on a global level, I really want to feel those of us that are tuned in, tapped in, we will be taken care of. You just got to believe. Okay. All right. With that being said, my lovelies, I hope I did not miss any signs, because I did not check anything off. All right. All right. So you guys know the drill. Okay. Out of darkness comes light. Bottom line. Okay. Out of darkness comes light. Out of darkness comes enlightenment. Okay. With that being said, be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself. Okay. I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. And to my admirer, thank you once again for joining me. I enjoy the private audience, I guess. That's all I can say at this point, right? Okay. Peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. And remember, out of darkness comes light. Bye, my loves.